Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today I shall be attempting to take this Matchbox Series number 45 Ford Corsair from shabby to shiny. Now this is a commission job, my very first commission job, from a guy called Peter, and I feel privileged really that somebody has asked me to take on one of their old toys. So first what I wanted to do was to paint match it, and as you can see here I've got I guess a base of white, plus I've then used 6 colours, various shades of yellow and green, in order to come up with what I believe is the colour. Now I've got Peter's car and I've got my own car, which I'm going to be used for parts today. Yep, I really did just knock over some green paint there, but just these 2 cars you may not see on camera. There is a difference. There's various shades, and I could have 6 of the same car and they could be 6 shades, so I believe I've done it justice anyway. But we'll drill down the posts, obviously remove the flange, and then tap the holes. 2 holes on this car. Lubricate your piece, you don't want to snap it, and my very handy vise certainly gets used numerous occasions today. But here is Peter's car. Now this is the car that I'm to restore. It's in okay condition, but you can read underneath here, made in England by Lesney, Matchbox Series number 45 Ford Corsair. Now I've of course pre-drilled this one. I've not yet tapped it. I wanted to wait till a little bit later on just to see really what I'm playing with. Now I have restored one of these previously, but that was kind of earlier on in my Matchbox restoration career, so I feel like this one is heads and tails above that. But check that one out if you haven't done already. It'd be quite nice to see the comparison, or what I'd like to think the improvement from then until now. But we've got a little suspension piece there, and then the interior. So the tow hook has been broken off, and I asked Peter, does he want this to be removed, or would he like for a tow hook to be replaced? And he wanted the tow hook back in position. And the windscreen has got a crack here, which you can just now see. It's not terrible, but it is a crack, and for a restoration we want it to be perfect, and that's why I've got my kind of donor car with interior and glass. And here it is, and it's in similar condition, but on my one we have the tow hook, and we have, although the glass is in scruffier condition, there's no cracks in it, and of course I can polish that up later. But let's get Peter's car into the solution. Start off by covering it with some boiling water in my foot-long hot dog jar, and just enough water, probably about a centimetre or half an inch over the roof of the casting, and then I'll drop in 1 good tablespoon full of caustic soda. And this is one of those super quick ones. How long has it been? 10, 15 seconds. I think you can see the roof there poking out the top. Paint's gone. So there you are. There's a little bit hanging on the back there, but it's not attached. All the paint removed. That's why I use caustic soda. This stuff's dangerous. It's not to be played with, but if you want the job done efficiently and in good time, for me it's the only way. So it's been probably all of a minute, and it's been washed down the sink, and here we have the final casting in perfect condition with not a spot of paint remaining. It's covered in like an oxidization, but that again easily polishes up, And because this is a commission car, you know, I wanted to, and I certainly have made extra effort for perfection today. And whilst I've got Ella's tool, I shall be polishing the base also. And as you can see, this has come up pretty nice. After polishing, I then went over it in the steel wire wool, which kind of, I guess, it makes it a bit more uniform, but it takes off the shine, which is fine, of course, because we're going with primer, the Tamiya Fine Surface Primer, but it really does have a perfect kind of finish for me to add this on. And it's very hot at the moment in the UK, late 30s, or up towards and over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not used to this. You know, you guys in some countries, this will be your daily weather, but it's not here, and it's, yeah, it's very warm for us. But anyway, means that these castings dry a lot quicker. So you take the rough with the smooth. But as you can see there, it looked really good in the primer. And I shall now put the donor glass and interior into here, and you will just about see, look, I've got a little spider. I shall call him Steve, and he's wanting to watch what's going on here. But the interior there just simply washed up. Same with the glass there, and then polished up the base, as you can see, and I've added a little bit of the Nuln oil to the wheels, and afterwards I put on some lacquer as well, so they went nice and black with the Nuln oil, and then with the lacquer just nice and shiny later on. I'm going to polish up this windscreen now, and I used a cotton bud and some metal polish, and I think you'll agree that looks pretty good. But always with a dip of the Pledge Revive It solution, it looks better than new. So it's probably been 10 minutes dry time, and I've mixed up this paint, and well, unfortunately for me, I had to repaint this car twice just because I was looking for perfection. The first time it would have been good enough for me, and you would never have seen any imperfection on video, and I would have moved on to the next one. But being a commission, I needed it, I wanted it to be 100% perfect. 99% perfect, which is not good enough. So I did do a full breakdown on my airbrush and then repainted it. There was a couple of little bits that I felt kind of come out of my gun that perhaps stuck in the paint, and I made every effort here, you can see, to start painting off of the casting, finish off of the casting, but with just one pass you can see there it was beautiful. And of course it's even more beautiful now. And this is after I put 2 coats. Like I say, this was the second job, and you can see in that reflection there, that really is smooth as smooth can be. And I've got my silver paint pen. I'm going to paint in the front headlights and the grille as per the standard, but I'm going to do that right underneath my eye just so I can get it perfect. And as you can see there, it's subtle because of the colour of the paint, but it is as per the original. But anyway, here is a little reminder of what she looked like, and this is the result. I put in certainly more effort, more time, more resources into getting this as good as I can do, and I'm really happy with the result, and I hope Peter is too. And thank you, Peter, for kind of coming to me and trusting me in restoring this today. But here's my kind of, I guess, a before and after. Obviously the one on the left there is my casting, my base, my wheels, but with Peter's original interior and original glass. So I've still got a full car to work with, maybe at a later stage. and then you could see the kind of colours side by side and how shiny it is as well. Holding it a little bit gingerly, although it's had, you know, plenty of dry time. You know, these take a good few days to fully harden. So I'm going to leave it to one side to fully harden, maybe give it a little polish before sending it back to Peter. And I don't know, do you think I should send him the original as well, so he's got a little side by side on his shelf? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll either restore it or I'll give it to Peter. You guys decide. But anyway, thanks to my patrons, and thank you guys for watching. Please like, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.